Day 5 of SUP tips from Booth Training and Starboard SUP. Now today, instead of talking about boards or paddles, we're going to talk about mindset and why it's really important to focus on what you can control when coming into races. Now there's lots of things you can talk about with mindset with racing, but the key thing that I find is controlling the controllables and not sweating the small stuff. So for examples of that, when you're looking at coming into competition, a lot of people worry about the other competitors. They worry about the conditions. They worry about the courses. They worry about all these different things that they can't control, because ultimately when we get to the competition, we get on the start line and we do our best. So that's more what I try and focus on when I'm competing. So in the lead up to competition, when you're controlling the controllables, look at, okay, I'm going to get this amount of sleep. I'm going to try and get this amount of hydration into my body, this amount of food or sustenance, whatever you like to have. Making sure I do my warm up at certain times, making sure my board is set up correctly the way I like it, where the handles are correctly. I'm going to position myself on a certain part of the start line. But then once the gun goes, everything can change. So in that instance, it's all about having a race plan, but expecting the race plan to kind of fail, and winging it from there. So that's kind of like not sweating the small stuff. So if things happen that are outside your control, for example, when you're like me and you travel a lot for your competitions, when you're heading to a race and your flight gets cancelled, or your board doesn't turn up, or someone breaks your paddle, or whatever it is, there's always options, there's always things that can solve that, but you just move to the next spot. And I find a lot of people have this idea of perfection that they're chasing as well. And if it's not perfect, they don't try. Whereas my thought process is around that nothing is perfect. Everything is the journey towards perfect, but you can never achieve perfection. And that's why we keep coming back, and that's why we keep competing. That's why we keep chasing that next race. So ultimately, control what you can when you're competing. And that can be, you lead up in your training as well. Focus on getting a good training block in. Focus on, planning out your weeks leading in. That's why it's good to have a decent coach or somebody who can help you with your training, your mindset, all those different things. And again, if things don't go your way, don't make it the be all and end all. Keep your emotions in check, let it go, focus on the next thing and move forward. That's what's going to make you a better racer. So let me know in the comments what has helped you over the years in your competition, because everyone's tried different things and everyone races differently, and one thing that might work for one athlete doesn't work for others. So let me know down below, what's your routine coming into competition, and what have you learned over the years to make you a better athlete?